So today's story is an awesome survival story of this family. It taught us that no matter how difficult the circumstances are, they can live happily by overcoming all of that. But how? At the beginning of the story, we are shown a ship in the sea. In it, a Swiss family is sailing. In that family, there are Father Robinson, Mother Robinson, and their 3 sons. Their journey is ongoing when suddenly, at night, a very strong storm comes in the sea, causing the entire ship to fill with water. And all the passengers become very frightened. Meanwhile, that Swiss family who is hiding in a compartment of the ship, they remain hidden there all night. After the storm calms down, they try to come out of the compartment which had been locked. They manage to open the gate with great difficulty and then come out. However, what they saw was that no one was alive on the ship anymore. Even those who were alive had already left from there. As soon as they reach the ship's deck, they see an island, which they think might offer them some help. At that moment, Robinson's youngest son, Francis, notices that there were many fellow passengers on the ship who had been left behind by them. They decided to take the animals with them to the island, but first they assembled all their work supplies on the ship. They built a raft that would help them reach Silent. Robinson refuses to bring the animals with them, because he wants to first safely get his family to the island. But now 2 dogs start following them behind the raft. They continue swimming in the ocean behind them. Suddenly, the waves become very strong, causing the dogs to start drowning. But Robinson takes pity on them and seats them on the raft. Now, after hard work, they barely manage to reach the shore. Upon arriving at the island, they first pray. Then they try to set up tents so they can spend the night there. Robinson tells his eldest son, Friday, that if their ship remains there by tomorrow, they will go and bring the rest of the animals. After all this, everyone eats and goes to sleep, and Robinson keeps watch over everyone. After some time, his wife comes and sits beside him. And they start talking about their old lives, mentioning that both of them were quite motivated about their lives because they believe that humans can face any difficulty with courage. Then, suddenly, heavy rain begins, causing everyone to get drenched badly. The next day, they go back to the ship and make arrangements to bring all the animals to the island. But suddenly, they spot a boat, which was actually a pirate's boat, meaning they were sea raiders. They start attacking them, but their ship also has a cannon. They could use it in their strategies, but then Father Robinson raises a conspicuous flag, causing the pirates to leave from there. After all this, they start heading towards the island with all the animals when they spot a turtle on the way, upon which they tie ropes on it. They take it toward the island as Mother Robinson waits on other side. Mother Robinson and Francis were working, but then Mother notices that Francis is nowhere to be seen, which makes her quite worried. She starts calling out to him, but when he doesn't respond, she sends the dogs to search for him. And here we see that Francis was actually trying to befriend a baby elephant on the island. But then a tiger arrives there, ready to attack them. At that moment, the dogs arrive there and save them. Now, Mother is very happy to have Francis safe and sound. And along with this, she also makes the elephant a part of her family. They use the elephant's help to do all the heavy lifting work. After that, they all build a treehouse for themselves. Mother Robinson found that house quite scary because there was no railing. And it was entirely built on 2 trees when Francis spots some monkeys. The monkeys hanging from the trees follow him. In the meantime, his foot slips, causing him to stumble, but he avoids falling. Robinson becomes even more anxious. Before installing the railing, she forbids Francis from entering the treehouse. Later, they complete their house in the workshop and show it to Mother. She was very happy with this house because it had all the necessary items they needed. Each had separate rooms for the kitchen, fresh water, and fridge. Complete safety and the dream life people envisioned proceeded exactly like this. These individuals lived daily through hard work. They lived daily in harmony with nature, free from worries, job frustrations, and unruly people, truly the best moments of their lives. Because after some time, those people set out to explore the surrounding areas. Where previously they had a small raft, now they have their own presence. They have a strong boat that Robinson's two children, Fizz and Nest, use to go out for exploration. These people travel for many days and visit many places. They really enjoy traveling on the ocean. One day, while traveling in the ocean, they reach near an island where they see many pirate ships. To escape, they try to hide behind rocks, but due to rough waves near the shore, their boat breaks. They barely escape from there and reach the shore, where they see pirates have captured the captain and have taken a cabin boy as a captive. The two think to rescue them, and seize the opportunity to go free them. But the captain first tells them to rescue that cabin boy. By that time, the pirates have noticed them and start approaching from behind. The three leave the captain there and flee toward the island, where they hide in some bamboo trees. They couldn't find the pirates. After the pirates left, whenever those people were burdened, a pirate was lurking right behind them. He attacks him with a sword. To escape, they start running away again. Then Ifus comes up with a plan, an idea. He signals Nest, after which they catch and tie up that pirate. Then, they start fleeing far away on the same island. As they flee and get quite far away, they see that the pirate ship is leaving the island, meaning that for some time, they are safe for now. They decide to leave there under cover of night. For that, he even calls that Kevin boy for his mother-in-law Sony. But he doesn't come, which they find quite strange. But they don't pay much attention to it, and the next morning they set out to go home. On the way, they come across a river. Then this Kevin boy. He had taken out his machete to ask him to cross, to which the cabin boy refuses. But when he doesn't comply, he takes Nest's gun and tries to run back towards the beach. He swiftly catches him from behind and forcefully removes his cap, ultimately revealing that she is actually a girl. Her name is Roberta, and she tells them that her captain was her grandfather who had turned her into a boy to save her from pirates. Upon saying this, she begins to cry. Nest also apologizes to her for his behavior, and when they realize she is a girl, they start treating her with much love. And Roberta likes this quite a lot. When they take a break for a while, Nest and Abida, they sing some poetries among themselves, which Pish may not particularly like. Now, on the way, they cross another swamp, in which an anaconda attacks them, seizing Pish with its whole body. But then Nest goes to help him, and together they kill that anaconda. Seeing all this, Roberta becomes very frightened and asks to go back to the beach. Amid all this, Nest's compass also gets lost, which worries him. So Fizz says he can guide them even without a compass. But Nest knew that Fizz's guiding skills aren't particularly good. Therefore, he tries to explain to him that they will get lost without a compass. But Fizz doesn't listen to him. After a few days, Roberta refuses to come with them. Nesby refuses to come with them. But when Fizz starts to go alone, they follow him. They leave the forest and head towards barren land, where Fizz is seen trapped in a zebra marsh, and they barely manage to pull him out of it. On the other side, we see Father Robinson, Mother Robinson, and Francis celebrating Christmas in the treehouse. Here, Francis asks Fizz and Nest to open their gifts as well because he doesn't know when he'll return. But Father refuses to let him do so. Suddenly, they hear someone singing outside. They see that Fizz, Nest, and Roberta have returned. Everyone becomes ecstatic and introduces everyone to Roberta. She also starts living with them. People decide to bring cannon and gunpowder from the boat for Roberta's safety. Roberta adjusts very well with Miss Robinson. Here, Robinson also gives Roberta a beautiful evening gown. Wearing it, she looked very gorgeous. And when she comes downstairs, Fizz and Nest can't take their eyes off her. Then Father asks her to dance first. And the two start dancing. Mother Robinson lovingly plays the piano. Then Fizz starts dancing with them. Seeing this, Nest also tries to dance with them. He didn't like all of this because both of them began to like Roberta now. Father sinks Fizz and Nest's ship the next day to hide them on the island. Don't worry. Afterwards, others will kayak back and head to the mountain. Mother. However, they attempt to build another house in Mountain's caves because it was the best place for them. There, they begin preparing fully for the pirates' arrival. They begin preparing. Robert tells Francis that London is very nice and he will certainly like it because he appreciates the local lifestyle. Then Roberta says that those people will miss it a lot. Meanwhile, Fizz and Robert are rock go behind, which cannot be seen from the nest. He goes there to watch them, but afterwards Fizz doesn't particularly like it. Then Francis lights a coconut bomb and throws it into the sea. This makes everyone very nervous. Robert asks Office to do a job with his grandfather. But Fizz refuses to let him. Because he enjoys living on the same island, but Roberta preferred staying in London, which Fizz didn't like. In reality, Fizz was like his father. Therefore, he wants to take an island and improve it with his story, rather than take another job in London. Then Roberta asks him how to operate a gun, and he begins to teach her how to use it. They share some cute moments. In fact, Roberta also began to like him because Fizz now knew about it, so she was no longer jealous even from afar. But in the meantime, we see that an attack begins on the nest and the two start fighting. When Father sees all this, he comes to stop them. Seeing all this, the father tells all of them to celebrate a holiday, which makes Francis very happy. A tiger comes near their house, gradually approaching closer. Robert apologizes to the office because it was his fault that the two brothers were fighting with each other. Upon hearing all this, he tells Faggy that it's nothing. To which she replies that her family has helped her a lot. And she doesn't want it to be that way, when suddenly they hear a growling sound, which is actually from the tiger that has come very close to their house. Upon hearing it, Francis realizes that the tiger has been caught in the trap she set. Actually, friends, Francis was trying to catch a tiger on that island. And therefore, traps were needed in every place. When they looked there, indeed a tiger had been caught in a trap, which made Francis very happy. Calming Robert, she tells him they no longer need to fear. The next day, they celebrate the holiday, in which everyone has a lot of fun. Some sit on orchids, some on elephants, and in this way, they all enjoy their holiday. Then, the distant sound of pirates' noise is heard by them. They sail their ship towards them, and everyone was racing on their animals. In which Robert was riding on a yacht and she was the first among them all. Then Roberta sees that many pirate ships are coming their way. She goes back and informs everyone about them so that when pirates come there, everyone hides and activates the secret traps they have set up. Those people had made all the preparations in advance for the pirates' arrival, in which first they break a bridge, causing many pirates to fall into the water. And then pirates begin to get trapped in other nets they've set up, with some people also falling into the tiger's trap. Seeing the tiger, they start to flee, but then their captain urges them to move forward, and they all have to agree to this. So was hiding here, watching all of them, and started waiting for them on the mountain. As soon as they began to walk onto the mountain, Father Robinson, Fizz, and all those people started bombarding them. Many pirates got injured, but their boss kept telling them to move forward. For this, Father created a big explosion, causing many rocks to fly into the air, and began targeting those pirates even after they didn't give up. So they used homemade coconut bombs on them, which started exploding on those people like real bombs. But still, the pirates hadn't stopped coming. Therefore, they began dropping large tree logs on them, causing the pirates' entire crew to fall down from there. But the pirate leader remained there, so the family was watching from afar, and he secretly told his people to climb up through the island's other path. And Kush tried to distract the family's attention while Father was talking to him, just as other pirates were climbing up from behind the mountain. But the Swiss family doesn't know this yet. They ask to return their Kevin boy, upon which Roberta becomes very frightened. She tells Fizz to let him go, but Fizz tells her to stay courageous. Meanwhile, Francis notices that the rest of the pirates are climbing through the other path. After that, everyone starts attacking them with guns, but by then some pirates had already reached the top. However, they all fight them and push them back down. The leader of the pirates climbed the mountain and arrived. Upon seeing this, the Swiss family slowly began to weaken. The entire supply was now depleted before them, yet pirates kept coming and going. Suddenly, loud noises began emanating from there. All pirates fled in fear, making the Swiss family very happy, unaware that a merchant ship had orchestrated the entire bomb blast. And seeing that ship, Robert also becomes very happy because it was his grandfather's ship. After that, he becomes close with Fis, and the people start calling them Shower. Here, Mother Robinson prepares breakfast for everyone in the tree house, and Grandfather expresses his wish for Vicus to attend Nest's college. After that, Grandfather Robinson asks where they all want to go. Mother Robinson says that she can take them there. She says that she wants to spend the rest of her life on the same island with her husband. Hearing this, Father Robinson becomes very happy. If he requests that his wife reconsider their decision, Mother Robinson warmly embraces them, as she had always sincerely wanted to return. But nothing matters to her more than Father's happiness. And perhaps this is what they call love. Francis was also very happy staying on that island with them, because they really like the animals there. Grandfather tells them it's because they are the first residents of that island. So they appoint Father Robinson as the governor there. Now, with Grandfather's arrival, everyone was happy except Pisces because Roberta was leaving. That's why Roberta wasn't present. She comes to meet Robertus, after which they have a conversation. Then Nest arrives there, and when he sees her doing that, he comes over. He sees and then leaves. Robert decided to stay there with Abiphys. And Grandfather took Nest and left from there. Everyone says goodbye to each other, and with this, the story ends here. Let us know how you liked the story by commenting below. Would you live in or on such an island? Share your choice in the comments below. See you in the next video. Thank you.